Welcome to the Manuchehri Show, where energy and medicine meet. I will be your host for the next hour. I have over 19 years of healthcare experience and began my career as an energy medicine practitioner while working as an oncology nurse at a Seattle area hospital. My skill in moving energy combined with my medical background have been a catalyst for change in many people's lives. I hope the next hour will be transformative for you as well. Good morning and welcome to the Manuchehri Show. We are live here just outside of Seattle, but we take calls from anywhere around the world. And we get very excited too. We love the callers that call into the show. And we thank you so much for sharing your personal reality with complete strangers. But just know that you are helping many people who have the very same question or something very similar to yours. So we thank you so much for calling in.
I wouldn't say complete strangers. I mean, we have many new listeners, true, but old, but then everyone kind of knows everyone, it seems like.
That is true. It feels a little bit like a family, right?
Right.
Yeah, it feels like a family. That's really true. And of course, I have an event coming tomorrow. If you live in the Seattle area, you can come in person. It's offered by East West Center for Self-Realization at the Ananda Blue Lotus Temple in Bothell. So tomorrow night, 7 to 8:30 p.m., or you can go to energyintuitive.com and register for that event. And you can also watch it online. So if you don't want to come to Seattle, if you want to stay in your pajamas, if you leave in Seattle and just rest by your computer, then you can watch it too. And this is all about manifesting through the power of self-love. So that should be really fun.
I like the whole pajama thing because it seems like the kids can get away with everything. Have you noticed like so many kids are wearing pajamas? My boys wear pajamas every day and they're like, we can wear it. I'm like, we were never allowed to wear pajamas.
So they wear them to school?
Yeah.
Huh. And they're like real pajamas?
Yeah.
Huh.
And not like the traditional onesie, but I mean, actually, I take that back. I have seen a few onesies, and I used to own a onesie. I'll own up to it.
Yeah, right. That's so cute. But like it has cartoons on it and things like that.
Yeah.
Like, oh wow.
I know I don't know. It's different these days.
Okay.
I guess.
I mean, that's great. As long as they're wearing clothes, it's fine.
Well, sure. Right? That's a bonus. 877-825-8828 for the Marie Manuchehri Show. We'll take our first caller of the show, and we'll take Tracy, who's calling outside of Spokane. Hi, Tracy.
Hi.
Hi, Tracy.
Good morning, and thank you for taking my call.
Of course. Good morning. What can I do for you?
Well, I thought I had a question, but as I was sitting here in the queue, I was just wondering if you could do a reading on my energy.
Have you hurt your lower back recently, or has it been bothering you?
No.
Okay. So that's good. I'm glad it's not hurting you, but I'm in your lower back. So if you don't have an injury, then it's going to be related to doing too much for other people. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Exactly.
Yeah. So you're aware of it, which is huge. You're conscious of it. So do you have a plan? Are you breaking the pattern? Are you figuring this out?
Yes. Struggling, of course, but like I just last night got off of a board I've been on for 3 years.
Ooh.
And I was the treasurer, so
wow,
there was quite a bit of extra work. But I also have some people in my life that definitely are taking more energy than they're giving, and I have been pulling back as much as I feel comfortable, and I need to probably do that more.
Yeah. I think you should just tell yourself, what if everyone's okay? Because what I'm noticing, this is in general, but it's also true for you. I'm just saying that it's in general so that other people could, potentially look at their own life. But a lot of times when someone overgives, like it's a pattern, and usually it's developed in previous lifetimes and then it's reinforced in our childhood. Maybe our parents were busy or problematic and we just had to be really good and we kind of took care of them a little bit or did our very best to make sure their lives were okay. Or maybe our siblings had some health issues or something of that nature. You get in this pattern of caretaking. And people who don't want to do very much and who don't want to give very much are attracted to caretakers. They're attracted to them. So that means that a lot of these relationships, you're going to have to kind of walk away from them because they're not going to change. Like they're just going to go, if you start pulling back, they're just going to look for another person who's going to overgive and over nurture them they're not going to change. So
Right.
just be prepared for that too. Like it's not like they're going to have an aha moment most likely and go, "Oh, I've been I have been kind of not as compassionate as you have been towards me. I really want to work on that." I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah. And I think for me, I joke that I have an overactive helping gene. So
That's a cute way to describe it, actually. Yeah, but it's not genetic. I mean, it could be in your family
no.
line, like, 'cause, we choose all kinds of interesting patterns to be a part
Yeah.
of and to become aware of before we reincarnate. But,
Yeah.
but you're so aware of it, so you're on the right track, but, I think the part that I wanna really emphasize now is make sure you work really diligently, especially during this powerful eclipse energy that we're in receiving. So you won't have a long period of time of not overgiving and not having a lot of people in your life, because when overgivers finally go, "Okay, I'm not gonna do it anymore," unless they really work on receiving, they can isolate a lot because their energy won't take on any more moochers, and that's not a very nice word, but, their energy won't take that on anymore, but unless their energy becomes receptive, they can isolate a lot and not have giving friends in their life or equality, they can
Right.
right? So we don't want you to get stuck in that pattern.
No, and I noticed that I do this little bit of a tango with people that I get close and then I pull back because it gets uncomfortable.
Right. Right. So if you could work on receiving that you're valuable, you're worthy, you're deserving, feeling that deep within yourself about yourself, then you'll start to attract others who go, "Oh, yeah, you're amazing. I want to hang out with you and I want to be in equal friendship and partnership with you."
And I do have some pretty amazing people in my life. I just need to stay engaged, I guess
Yeah.
is the
You have to
best
let
way.
them love you. That's a whole part of the program. You got to let them love you.
Yeah,
Okay.
that makes perfect sense.
Okay. Well, have a beautiful day in Spokane.
Thank you. You guys too.
Thank you.
Thanks very much for joining the show, Tracy. 877-825-8828. And we'll take now Karen, who's calling in from the Rhode Island area. So hi, Karen.
Hmm.
Hi, good morning.
Morning.
Morning, Karen. What can I do for you?
Well, I just would like you to overall look at my energy.
Okay.
I've been pretty healthy my entire life,
Uh-huh.
but I seem to be, now I don't know if you see anything health-wise or if it's just me, I seem to be addicted to sugar and carbs. And I have these cravings and I'm holding on to an extra 40 pounds, but I think this is why. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, sugar's not good for us. I went on a no added sugar diet. Well, I'm not going to call it a diet, like a lifestyle. I just decided I'm not going to eat added sugar. And occasionally I
Okay.
do, like I had a milkshake about a week ago. I had this kind of natural cocoa yesterday. It has 2 grams of sugar, but 2 grams of sugar is like nothing, added sugar anyway. Um, It's here's what the first thing I'm tasting. I know this sounds really weird, but we're talking about food. I'm tasting completely natural cranberry juice. It's called Just Cranberry. It is bitter as heck, but we need to get your body's pH back to balance. So you're probably um too acidotic is what I'm thinking that you are. We need to get you more
Okay.
alkaline. It's not good for your body to eat a lot of sugar. It's not good for your
Yeah.
cells. It's not good for your intestinal
And my
tract.
mind knows this, but it
Right.
just seems like I get to this point and, yeah.
So the thing that will really help is you loving yourself more because once we love ourselves, just like if we love people, like people who love their kids, they don't buy them up. Well, I shouldn't say this, that this may not be a true statement, but people who really, really, adore someone that they are in charge of, they don't buy them a bunch of junk, and fill the house
Okay.
full of junk, right? They just don't. And that's probably not 100% true. I'm sure there's people all over the world that love their kids and also put junk in the house, right?
Mhm.
So,
Right.
but the more you love yourself, you make different choices. So how about every time you're reaching for that delicious sweet thing, and when you
Right.
go to the grocery store, just don't put it in your cart. I mean,
Right.
because if you don't put it in your cart, it's not in the house and you can't eat it, right?
Right.
But every time you're reaching for it, and I know that craving is strong, I know. I
Right.
want you to just go, "Honey, I love you so much. I think you're amazing. I'm so proud of you." I want you to give yourself the nurturing that is missing from your life that you are filling up with, goodies.
Right.
And then not
Oh,
only are you gonna not put sugar in your body, you're gonna have a major transformation. I think you are steps away from a major transformation.
okay.
You have a leak in your first chakra, but it's not the leak that I would go, "Oh, you have a leak in your first chakra. Let's sure this up." It's actually a release of stagnation. So you're actually working on quite a bit of inner child stuff. Did you know that?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, there's things I've been trying to do, and some that I've been trying to, or I've been seeing to let a lot of stuff go.
Good. Yeah. Well, it shows. I can see it coming out of your root chakra. So you're in a perfect moment. You're in major transformation. Probably in the next 3 months, you're going to go, oh, wow, I'm a completely different person, which means you'll have completely different experiences as well. And be loving to yourself and then avoid the snack, delicious sugar, yummy aisles.
I'll do my best. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You will. You're ready. You're ready for this. So
Okay.
yeah,
Th-
it's going to
Thank
work.
you so much.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate all you do.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day.
Yeah, thanks, Karen, for joining us from the Rhode Island area, 877-825-8828. Or if you want to reach Marie and find out more about her online, energyintuitive.com. Let's take Sandra, who's calling you from the Bainbridge Island area. Should be a nice day today for them.
Yeah, Sandra, it must be gorgeous on the island.
It is.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
It's probably gorgeous every day, but a day like today,
Oh, man.
like,
Yeah.
wow. Have the orcas come by lately?
They were last week. I think the ferry got held up for a bit because of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that just makes my heart, just
Yeah.
swell. Yeah. Okay, what can I do for you?
So, gosh, in 2018, I was coming down a ski mountain with a little head cold and was unable to equalize my right ear. And it's been a long journey with amazing ear, nose, throat specialists, but I think it's come to a point where I'm curious energetically what's going on with my right
Mhm.
ear because
Mhm.
structurally everything is fine.
Mhm.
But I do deal with pressure and tinnitus.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's just sometimes it can be just really feeling debilitating. And I
Yeah.
didn't know if there was anything energetically there or throughout my body that's all related somehow.
Yeah, of course. Of course, there's energetic situations to everything. This is
Yeah.
also hormonal. So
Okay.
it is. So I would take herbs for your hormones. If those don't work and you
Hmm.
don't have a history of cancer or things of that
Hmm.
nature, then I would consider compounded hormones. But I also don't want you to be afraid of this.
Hmm.
You've already been checked out by a great ENT,
Hmm.
and so you need to like relax about it. This is
Okay.
unfortunately, a very common thing that happens as people move beyond their 40s. It's just a
Right.
very, very common thing. But you get terrified when it happens. You get
Yeah.
scared as if you're going to become deaf.
Hmm.
And if the ear, nose, and throat doctor thought that, they would have told you about that. They would have said
Hmm.
there's damage, blah, blah, blah. The energetic underlying reason is that you're not listening.
Mm.
You're not listening to the universe. You're not listening to your higher self. And I think it is hard for you to get quiet. Is that true?
Oh, yes, yes. I've been working really hard on that, though.
Oh, good, good. Thank you.
Yeah.
So here's what I would recommend. I don't think you're the type of person who can get quiet regularly by just nothing happening. I think you
Right.
need think of a yoga position as a form of meditation or some qigong as a form of meditation to
Hmm.
help you to have that oneness connection that you're looking for.
Yeah.
You need to have some sort of movement because your
Yeah.
body doesn't like to just rest. It wants to go,
Mm.
I'm like one of those people when I walk through the house, I will do 40 different things, which can be challenging because sometimes I don't complete things,
Right.
like I've started this, I've started that, I do a little bit of everything, which is a little, yeah, it's,
You're the one that does the 80%.
Yeah, like
85%.
but I don't always finish everything. It can be
Right.
like, "Oh,
Right.
dang, I started that. I got and it could take me a couple days to get back to that one thing." This is why I have an assistant, right? And people to
Mm.
help me because I will go, "Oh, what was that? Where is that? Where did I put that?" Right?
Yeah.
So, and I'm not saying that your mind works like mine, but you're busy. You're busy.
Yeah.
And so your meditation is through movement.
Okay.
Okay? And next time you feel that weird pressure, you hear a weird noise, could you just love yourself in that moment and just say, "What if everything's okay?
Okay.
What if everything's okay? And what if I am calibrating my energy to listen to my higher self in the universe and allow myself to be in alignment a lot more often?"
Right.
Okay?
I've been working a lot on raising my vibration
Good.
and
Good.
and trying to, just be
Right.
in that space.
Right. And when your ear acts up or you
Hmm.
get scared. But I just
Yeah.
don't want you to get scared. I really
Okay.
think this is hormonal. I really believe that most of the things that we experience from 40 on ish,
Uh,
for most people, not everyone, is related to hormones.
I would say that you're spot on because I'm also
Yeah.
going through menopause. So it
Yeah.
makes sense. It all started at that same time.
Right. It's very,
Okay.
very common. So if we take herbs that support our hormones, or if we can do compounded, even men need hormones,
Hmm.
right? Like then we can help maintain the conversation that's occurring between all of the cells and all of our body parts. They're all
Right.
communicating through the active aid of hormonal exchange.
Okay. I'm
Okay.
going to look into hormones. Thank you so
Yeah. You're
much.
welcome. Have a beautiful
Okay.
day.
You too. Bye.
Bye bye.
Yeah, thanks very much for joining us, Sandra from Bainbridge Island. 877-825-8828 for the show. And if you'd like to join us, we'd love to have you. We have some lines open. Let's
Ooh.
take our break for the first one.
Oh.
And we'll be right back with more from Marie.
The Marie Manuchehri Show is streamed live over the internet. So if you have friends or family members living outside of the Seattle area, wanting answers to life's questions, encourage them to listen to the show and to call into the show to talk with Marie. If you are interested in receiving guidance on an issue in your life, call Marie locally at 425-373-5527 or toll free at 1-877-825-8828 for her insight into your situation.
Saving Great Animals, a Seattle-based dog rescue organization, matches families with dogs that are the best fit. Dogs that come from overcrowded animal control shelters, from abandonment or neglect. The key to Saving Great Animals' success is a trial adoption program, including training and counsel as needed. This way, you know you have the right dog before the adoption is final. Saving Great Animals relies solely on donations, so please visit savinggreatanimals.org today.
Time is funny. Sometimes it seems fast and other times slow. When it comes to time slots remaining on Alternative Talk 1150, time is running out. In fact, there are just a few primetime slots available. So if you want to host your own radio program, the time to call 425-653-1150 is right now. Nope, no time for excuses. Dial 425-653-1150 to find out how affordable it can be to host a radio show. Alternative Talk, we have an opportunity waiting just for you.
Alternative Talk 1150. It's good for what ails you. This statement has not been evaluated by the FDA.
Love it. Thank you. That is such great
Nothing
music.
like a little Jill Scott on a golden type of day.
Love it. Love it. I love all that summer jazzy R&B music. I could listen to it forever, for absolutely forever.
How dare that sun make us feel that way?
I know, right? Especially in Seattle. I know I've
Right?
said this on the air before, but everybody gets really friendly in Seattle and smiles at everyone and says hi. When it's overcast, people don't. They kind of have their heads down, watching their feet.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, that's just kind of like how it happens. Sometimes
Yeah.
we have the Seattle freeze.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're trying to blow that one out of here.
Well, and now that we have so many people that are from all over the country
Mhm.
that live in the Northwest, it used to
Yeah.
be like everybody was born here or lived here, the majority of their
Mhm.
life. But now, no, it's people are from California and
All over.
Arizona and Texas and Russia and everywhere. Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, it's great.
All right, 877-825-8828. And apparently the first Karen called in. We've got another one. It's like, release the Karens, but release the Kraken kind of because of the Seattle Kraken. I will work on that one.
Okay,
I'll work on that. Jen doesn't agree, but
Yeah,
she
okay.
sees where I'm going with that.
Actually, Mariam got my oldest.
Yeah.
one of her friends, her husband is a coach for the Krakens.
Oh, nice.
And so they got to go to the
the
last
last one.
game.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, they have another one like
Oh, they
tonight. I
do?
believe it's 6:30. I'll
Oh.
have to double
So
check.
it was the last one. I think it was Sunday.
Yeah.
Right? Sunday.
Well, no, they had one between there Tuesday. I
Oh,
think,
really? Okay. It wasn't Tuesday. It was
It's all
Sunday. And so we were all at Mina's house, who
Mhm.
lives in Seattle. And so I got to drop Mariam off. I go,
Mhm.
I feel like this is what when you were a teenager. She's like taking my coat. I'm like, honey, do you need any money? Is everything okay? And I'm
That's
dropping
great.
her off at what used to be the Key Arena,
Uh-huh.
and
Now Climate Pledge.
yeah,
Mhm.
Climate Pledge. So she could watch. She said it was fabulous. She loved it.
Yeah.
She loved it.
That's cool. I mean, it's a series of tied 2-2 right now.
Oh, really?
So it's a second round, not to get into sports on this show,
Yeah, this
but
is hockey we're
second
talking
round
about.
playoffs of the Stanley Cup and the Seattle
Oh.
Kraken. It's their second year playing as their team here in Seattle for us.
Wow.
So they're doing great. They're
Yeah.
holding strong. They're playing against Dallas. Tough team. We wish them good luck. I'll just say
Okay.
that. All right.
All right.
Now, Karen from Maryland. Hi,
Okay.
Karen. Sorry about that.
Hi, Marie.
Hello. What can I do for you?
Yeah, I'm in your manifesting
Oh,
class.
thank you. I love that class. That is
It
so fun.
It's a great class. It is.
Oh, I'm so glad you're
I
enjoying it.
actually talked to you a little last night, but I had more questions.
Oh, okay. Yeah, please. Yes. Yes.
Well, I wanted to get a general reading.
Mhm.
I've had sleeping issues off and on, and also a little bit of like an ache on my left side. I think it's my spleen. And I actually could kind of relate to what you were saying with the first caller, because I think what I'm starting to notice is it's sugar.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. I think sugar is just, it's pure poison. Even if we put
Yeah.
a bag of sugar on the shelf, ants don't even go in there as quickly as they go into flour, Like they could be both open and the ants will go into the flour first because the sugar is just so toxic. The way they even harvest it, even though, most flour and sugar is bleached, also unhealthy.
Yeah,
But
well, I'm definitely gluten-free.
yeah, that's good.
So,
That's really, really good. I I don't think you're off about the spleen, by the way. I think that there's and this is gonna be about childhood, because the spleen is even though it's governed by the 3rd chakra, because the 3rd chakra governs most of those deep internal organs, but the root chakra governs, all the blood in the body and all the properties in the blood, and the spleen is an organ that cleans blood, and it's very vascular, it's very vascular. So this is childhood stuff. And
Okay.
could you spend some time imagining, and I mean no disrespect to your parents when I say this, imagining different parents?
I've already been working on that.
Oh,
It's
congratulations.
interesting you said that, because I actually did one of your meditations this morning, and it was helpful. It was really helpful.
Yay. So you have
Okay.
different parents who are giving you, especially when we reach, like at this, like I'm in my 60s now, like we're really confident about, ooh, I really needed this as a kid, or I would have really benefited from this. Even parents who do everything in their best interest for their
Mhm.
children, you can't be a perfect parent. It's impossible, right? It's the hardest job on the
Right.
planet. It's really hard.
Yep.
So so give yourself those new parents and let them just love you and adore you and talk you up. I think you're the type of person who responds well with verbal praise.
Yeah.
And I think you need that. So your parents are like constantly, "Oh my gosh, you're amazing and you're so beautiful and you're so smart and wow, you're so successful." Just whatever it is that you need to hear, let them in your creative meditations, let them give that to you. And then I think a lot of that will go away. Um, I also think that your spine might need some adjustment or some red light because it's tight for me even before you mentioned the spleen, and that could be creating some discomfort on that left-hand side as well. So,
Okay.
whether you have a
Okay.
great chiropractor or a rolfer, or you've got some red light therapy with near infrared so we can get deep in the tissues, that would be great.
Yep. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
All right. That's great. That's great. I'm going to keep working at it.
Oh, good, good. And I'll
A
see
lot
you.
of things
Oh, go ahead.
are opening up.
Oh,
So,
good. I'm so happy. I'm
yeah.
so happy for you.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
why I teach. I just love
Yeah.
it when people say, "Oh my gosh, my life is changing." I mean, I teach because it's fun for me, but I also
Yep.
love it when individuals have their moments that they deserve.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Because I'm learning how to feel that vibration when it's high, which is
good.
amazing. It's
Right?
really good.
Feels
So, yeah.
so good. Feels so good.
So, all right. Okay.
Okay,
Thank
I'll
you.
see you on
helped me.
Wednesday.
Okay, great.
All right,
Bye.
bye-bye.
Thanks, Karen, for joining the show. 877-825-8828. We'll take now Aaron, who's calling in from Connecticut. Hi, Aaron.
Hi, guys. Thanks for taking my call. I'm
Sure.
so excited.
Great.
We are too.
We are. What can I do for you?
So I can't take credit for this question because I heard another caller ask, but I wanted
you
to
can.
know.
You can take
That's
it.
yeah, we'll give it to you. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
I wanted to know what my most like prominent multisensory ability is.
A really good question.
Yeah.
So you may not believe this about yourself because sometimes people don't believe this about themselves. Like, but you're very, very, it's like, I think you have all the clairs, honestly, but you're very, very clairvoyant. That
'Cause
means
I'm a home care occupational therapist for about the past 10 years, and I'm just thinking, what's next?
right, which is important. I think that's lovely. That means that you're not feeling it completely in your current job. Like you still love it. It's still interesting, but you want more, right? You want something different.
Right.
That's healthy. So you're very clairvoyant. And the reason why I kind of prefaced it with you may not know is because I've seen one of my mentoring students. I don't mentor anymore. And it took her a while to recognize that she was clairvoyant. She knew she was psychic because she had some psychic experiences. But when people just naturally see, they just think that that's how everybody else's brain works all the time.
Yeah.
And you're very visual. You're extremely visual. So I want you to start trusting those images that you're getting or get curious about them instead of just thinking that's your brain just working. What if that's your intuition?
Yeah. So for like the first time I got, it's kind of funny, a flash of like my suitcase full of money, which I thought was great.
Oh, yeah. Everybody wants that one. But what?
I wasn't sure if it was for myself or for my boyfriend because the next day he kind of got like a small windfall. So I didn't know if that was about me or him.
Well, clearly it was for him, right? So whenever you get a vision, you can just ask if you're not sure who it's for or what it's about. If you want to know, you can say, please express to me more information. But at the same time, I want you to celebrate. You got an accurate psychic precognitive, vision, and it was accurate. So yay. Yay.
I wanted to thank you. Thank you so much, Marie, because I called in a couple of weeks ago and you gave me a beautiful reading about my dad. So I wanted to say thank you for that.
Of course. It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. And your dad says that windfall's for you too, because it is your boyfriend, just
That's right. I love that.
Yeah, maybe you guys will be going on a vacation soon, right?
We are. We're leaving for Colorado, and then we're going to Montana. I'm going to see Yellowstone.
Oh, great.
And
love that show, by the way.
During my last reading, you said something about my dad saying that being on the other side is like fly fishing, which I was kind of confused about what that might have meant. But the place that we're staying at actually is like a fly fishing lodge.
Wow. Well, because fly fishing is so beautiful. You're standing in the middle of nature, deep in some wooded area in a river where, bears go fishing.
In the movie with Brad Pitt, a river runs through it. That was always a good
beautiful.
one too.
And then there's an art form to fly fishing. It's like dancing,
It is.
And most people catch and release their fish. They just want to have the experience of being in nature.
It's therapeutic.
Yeah, it's very therapeutic. It's really
I
quite
need that
beautiful.
now,
I
too.
know you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. So you are highly clairvoyant. And if you want, so once you know what one's primary skill is, and people can have all of the clairs, by the way, which I actually think you do. I went back and forth between clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairvoyance, and I'm like, no, clairvoyance, and then, but you probably hear things too. So
I do.
Right?
I
yes.
do.
And so
Yes.
that means, because it's intuition that frees us to allow ourselves to be fully alive and fully fulfilled in this lifetime. So once we know what one of our clairs is, then it's important that we start following the yellow brick road. We start paying attention to the experiences that are sent to us from the universe to help us to move through obstacles or to actually enjoy our lives. Because a lot of people, not you, but a lot of people aren't happy and they don't have really any good reason to not be happy, but they just choose to be miserable. But if they or unfulfilled, but if they were to allow, which of course means you have to raise your vibration. If they raise their vibration and they allowed themselves to have an awareness of one of their multisensory abilities, then they could hear the universe communicating with them, and they could move out of that low frequency and actually have a really fun, cool, magical life.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
and I've really been listening to you about my frequency and trying to.
So I think you're a healer. I think you love to heal people, whatever that. Yeah, you do. So whatever makes you happy, that's your next career.
I think I'm still waiting to see. I love what I do, but it's just too much at this point. Like I feel like it's too.
And it's really good to have those early, wake ups so that you don't stay until you're exhausted and worn out. Like, I'm changing. I'm not going to be seeing clients in 2025, most likely on one-on-ones.
Which disappoints me. I was hoping for an in-person or reading, but that's okay.
Sorry,
I totally
but thank you. Yeah, because
it's okay.
It's not making me as happy. It's lowering my vibration. And I know that if I stay, because of course people don't want me to leave, and if I stay, then it could hurt my body or not allow me to be more of my magnificence, whatever that is, right? So you're very wise to pay attention to that and make decisions and move forward in different ways now, rather than waiting until you have to because you don't feel good anymore.
Yes. And I also worked on my throat chakra because I think you had said that I wasn't taking in energy completely into my.
Well, you are right now. You're absorbing tons of light into the throat. So good for you.
Oh, great. Well, thank you.
You're
so
welcome.
Much. This was so great.
Good. Have a beautiful day. Thank you. We will.
Yeah.
Thank you so
enjoy
much.
Montana. Say hi to everyone at Yellowstone for us.
I will. Thank you.
No problem. We love that show. Jessica and I do.
Well,
it's
okay.
Like
that show is scary.
It's intense. I know, but I think we just like it for the
it's
dramatic purposes.
Crazy.
Of course. I know.
Scary.
It's
Oh
so
my
good.
gosh. I can't watch it anymore. I'm like done. I'm like, okay.
It is a little intense.
It's a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Yeah. But Yellowstone National Park is a gem to behold.
Exactly. I got to get over there soon before the boys get too old. Or we can just do it when they get older too. I'll figure it out. Yeah. Oh, and the onesie is no longer called a onesie. It's called a funsie.
Oh, okay.
That's probably why all the kids are wearing it, because
it's fun.
Yeah, sure. There you go. So thanks to Jen, because she had to look that up for me.
All
right.
Great.
877-825-8828. We'll take one more caller before our last break, and it's Amy calling in from Bellevue. Hi, Amy.
Hi, Marie.
Hi.
Thank you for taking my call.
Of course. What can I do for you?
So I have an itching going on all over my body.
I'm so sorry. That has got to be annoying.
Me too, actually.
Really?
I do. I'll show you later.
What? Okay.
I will. I'm serious.
Okay. All right. Hopefully not too much clothing removal needed.
You can see it right now.
Okay. So when did the itching start?
About 3 years ago. One little spot here and there. 2 years ago, the doctor gave me a steroid to put on it, but now it's like all over, and I would rather have a solution than just putting an ointment on it.
Right. Well, and putting topical steroids on your body all the time is not healthy. Steroids are not healthy. They're good for acute problems. Like, if someone's having a hard time breathing, or they have urgent inflammation going on in their body, then we need IV steroids, or like if you run into poison ivy, you need topical, but it's not something that you should be using for long periods of time. It's not good for your kidneys, your adrenal glands. It's not good for the body unless, we absolutely need it. So something in your life is really, 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 really irritating you and has been for a really long time, and you are refusing to let go of it. And this doesn't pertain to you necessarily, Benny, just so you know. Okay. So something is really irritating you, and you're too nice and you're too kind and you don't say no. And you know what I'm talking about?
No.
I mean, do you think you're too nice and too kind and you don't say no?
I can't, nothing comes right to me.
Okay.
About
so
that.
Are you in a relationship?
No, I was up until September.
Okay. All right. And so you let go of that. That's wonderful. Do you have people in your life who take advantage of you or who don't give back to you?
No, not that I can think of.
Are you sure?
No.
How's your family life? Like,
okay. My son is autistic and it's a burden. And so when you say that, I guess I could say, yeah.
Okay, great. So because it doesn't matter what the situation is. We just need to work on it. So did your son live, does he still live with you?
Yes.
Can you put him in a group home? And I mean a nice home. They have homes all over the place. We're very lucky in the area that we
Plenty
live
of
with.
assisted living type stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and they where they get to be with peers and have fun with their friends and develop relationships outside of their domestic family. It's so fun for them. He would love it. So I know how responsible you are. I know you love him to pieces. He's been treated with the greatest of respect. You're a wonderful parent. Thank you for everything you've done. But it's time for him to go have some experiences that don't involve you.
Yeah.
And
I see that.
luckily you live in an area where that can be provided for. So I want you to start looking into it. And I really want you to let go, because you won't let go, because of course you're very caring, you're extremely responsible. You know, you've been this wonderful young person's protector, and thank you for doing that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But now he needs to go have other experiences, and I'm telling you, he's going to love it. I mean, he's still going to complain about stuff, because he's kind of a complainer, but he's going to have fun. He's going to have fun. He's going to have new experiences. He needs the irritation isn't just from your experience, it's from his experience too. He's irritated. There's a lot of irritation from this too long connected, deeply, stuck relationship. You know what I mean?
I do.
Yeah. So
that's very clear to me.
Yeah. So great job for being a wonderful, unconditionally loving parent. Thank you. Thank you. I mean, wow, what a wonderful gift you have given him and yourself. And so thank you, thank you, thank you. And now it's time to graduate and let him go have some different experiences in a safe environment, which it will be. I promise you.
All right. I will work on that.
Yay! Yay. So great job. Great question. And look at how smart your body is. Your body's been trying to tell you this for the last 3 years, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
So congratulations. Good job.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're
I appreciate
welcome. You're so
everything.
welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks for joining the show. And let's see here. Yeah, let's go ahead and just take the break. Let's get it knocked out. And we'll be right back with more from Marie. And 877-825-8828 is the number.
If you want to know how to get in touch with Marie or find out what's on her calendar, there's a variety of ways to do so. You could become Marie's friend on Facebook or even follow her on Twitter. Check out Marie's website. There's tons of new features like Chakra of the Month, a live Twitter feed, and 3 PDFs with extensive exercises for your chakras. You can also sign up for Marie's free quarterly newsletter and also get your questions answered in her Dear Marie column. Simply email Marie your question and she will answer it in an upcoming edition. Marie also will be speaking and signing books. Find out if she'll be in your area on her events page at energyintuitive.com.
Alternative Talk 1150. We're on your radio at 1150 a.m. We're on your HD radio at 98.9 Channel 3.
So many ways to listen.
We're on the web at 1150kknw.com, streaming live audio and video as well as MP3 archives of many of our shows.
So many ways to listen.
And now, we're on your smartphone or tablet. Download our free app in the Apple App Store or Google Play and take Alternative Talk 1150 anywhere you go.
So many ways to listen.
The Marie Manuchehri Show is streamed live over the internet. So if you have friends or family members living outside of the Seattle area, wanting answers to life's questions, encourage them to listen to the show and to call into the show to talk with Marie. If you are interested in receiving guidance on an issue in your life, call Marie locally at 425-373-5527 or toll free at 1-877-825-8828 for her insight into your situation.
Have you ever wanted to go above and beyond for your community? Volunteering for your local fire or EMS department is your opportunity. Join a family that will serve with you, always have your back, and train you to be the best version of yourself. As a volunteer, you will meet new people, learn new skills, and make a meaningful impact. Learn more at makemeafirefighter.org. That's makemeafirefighter.org.
Make it a great day. Keep your dial on Alternative Talk 1150.
Coming back with a force.
Yes. Welcome back to the Manuchehri Show. Jen likes that.
She does.
Yeah, she
She's all
loves
bebopping.
Yeah, she likes rock, right? Yeah, she
Rock?
loves it, like rock music.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Rock
Okay.
and roll. Yeah. Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, she does. She likes music like you do. She loves
Popular
music.
things.
She
Popular
really
music.
does. She
I
loves
like it
music.
all, really.
Yeah, so does she. She
Mhm.
loves it all.
Yeah, there we go. Perfect. That's why we're here.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Okay, we're taking calls.
Sure. Yep.
And just a reminder, if you wanted to go see Alaska, which Benny's from Alaska actually,
Yep.
then you definitely want to jump on a 7-night cruise aboard Holland American Cruise Line, August 12th through the 19th, 2023, with Suzanne Giesman. You will enjoy over 14 hours of group gatherings with Suzanne, which will include the sharing of teachings from spirit channeled sessions, in-depth practices to contemplate and integrate both on and off the ship. I've been on a cruise to Alaska with Esther Hicks. It was amazing. Yeah, you're going to love it. So if you want to know more, just go to energyintuitive.com, go to our industry event page, and you can click on the link and sign up and have a beautiful, gorgeous time in August in Alaska.
And just a heads up, though.
Right.
The mosquitoes aren't going to be too bad by the water, but if you go up into the hills just a little bit, they can get pretty bad. So there's your heads up and a warning.
Yeah, yeah. We went canoeing on some glacier lake,
Mhm.
so we had to get on a van and go deeper in, and there were a lot of mosquitoes.
Yeah, they're hanging around because they're away from the offshore flow.
It was beautiful though. It
Oh, no
was-
matter where you walk,
yeah,
it's going to be amazing.
stunning. And the air, breathing Alaskan air is like, wow. I'm like, how much oxygen is actually in every breath I take? Because my body just felt rejuvenated. It was amazing.
Super cool.
Yeah.
877-825-8828 is the number, and it's reached all the way over to the UK where we have Sarah joining us. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hi, Sarah. What can we do for you?
Hi. Hi, Marie.
Hi.
I'm really excited to talk with you. I've been listening to your show since I discovered you on Batgap.
Oh, yeah. I love those guys. Those guys are so great. They interview so many interesting people. Love them. Yeah.
Absolutely. So I've been working my way through your shows from previous years and just really feel like it's just really helping me uplift my energy and find new solutions.
Oh, I'm so grateful.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're very welcome. So what can I do for you today?
Well, I think I'm just looking for a general energy reading. I'm kind of in a transition time. I've moved to a new country.
Yeah, I love the UK. I mean, I could live there. I love it. I love it
It's
there.
beautiful. It's springtime. I'm in Scotland. Yeah, so pretty.
So pretty.
But I'm kind of in a transition time between careers. I'm here with my family, so that's really cool and exciting. But there's a lot of changes going on, and kind of looking at old problems that have been, or issues, health issues that I've had over the years, and trying to face those or look for new ways to approach them. Doing a lot of listening, but I've had kind of really strong menstrual cramps and also hair loss off and on for about 20 years. And also we healed with a new, naturopath or change in diet, and then coming back, then they'll all of a sudden come back. So I've been trying some of the things that you've mentioned to other callers with similar issues, but just looking for your opinion, just from an energy standpoint.
I think taking herbs for your hormones would be huge for you, which can actually help with your hair follicles too. Maybe even some near infrared light and red light would be great for you. That would be really, really wonderful for you. And it's also a mood booster. When you take in red light therapy, people have elevated moods, which is really exciting. Do you like music?
Yeah, I love music.
Yeah. I mean, I just can't stop seeing musical notes when I'm around you. Have you studied music? Have you studied it?
No. I'm in the art field, so I work with contemporary art. I do curating and a lot of art education, but not usually with music.
Would you consider going back to school and studying music professionally?
That's really interesting. I've never never thought of it, but I would definitely consider it.
I think that you could be a cool composer or a writer of music. I think it would be super fun for you. You have a great ear. You love music. What if you wrote music for, um, singers and musicians, unless you also, find your voice or your instrument and create it. But I think having a career in the music industry would be really fun for you, and I think you'd be a great writer. And maybe
Wow,
you
thank
don't
you. Yeah.
maybe you don't need like a 4-year degree or anything. You just might want to take some creative music classes, so that you
Mhm.
understand the notes better and start writing, because really I think you're a great writer for songs. I really do.
Wow, thank you.
Yeah.
It's really cool to hear. It's totally different for me, but it sounds really interesting.
Yeah, I think it'd be really fun and really interesting. You have a creative mind, obviously. And then usually what people are really, really good at, and people can have multiple talents, but it's not on the radar for most people. It's not
Mm.
what their mind has told them. It's usually a surprise. So check it
Wow.
out, maybe play around writing some songs, maybe take some creative music classes, or if you really love it, consider, taking something more serious academically in the music world. I think it would be really fun for you. And try not to worry about your body,
Okay.
like I would use the what if question often. What if my body's happy? What if my whole body is smiling today?
Awesome.
Yeah, I
I
would
love
work
it.
on those, because even
Okay.
though, these are some health challenges, they're really not a big deal, but it does worry you, and you get into your mind about it, and that doesn't help the vibration of the
Yeah.
physical form. You know what I mean?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, so keep me posted on the music writing career.
Okay, will do.
Yeah, we'd love to
Okay.
hear your song sometime.
Yeah, oh yeah,
See?
absolutely. We'd love to hear your song sometime, and I have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful time, with your family living abroad. How exciting, and what a wonderful opportunity, something really precious to do.
Thank you. Yeah, we are. We're really grateful for this gift. Seems like a gift from the universe.
It is in Scotland. I've never been there, but of course I've seen pictures and it looks gorgeous. I'll be in Ireland in July, but I might head over
Oh,
to Scotland
perfect.
sometime. Yeah.
You will love it. The sun is up for many hours of the day.
Oh,
It's
yeah, I would
gorgeous.
love it. I would love it. I would love it. All right. Well, thank you
Yeah.
so
Well,
much.
thank you.
You're
I
welcome.
really
Of
thank you
course,
both.
you're welcome. You're so welcome.
Yeah, thanks, Sarah, for joining us from the UK. 877-825-8828. We'll stay a little bit closer to home here in the States here, and we'll hit up Catherine, who's calling from Texas. Hi, Catherine.
Hi. Good
Hi,
morning, everyone.
Catherine. Good
Morning. Hi.
morning. What can we do for you?
Yeah, I'm calling because I'm getting ready to pack up and move back over to Washington.
Oh, wow.
Where my husband is and my son, whatnot.
Wow.
I've been helping, kind of co-parenting with my granddaughter, helping,
Mm.
just being that extra hand.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Great.
of course.
And I wanted to ask if part of my fear, I guess people would call it fear, is my granddaughter feeling abandoned with me leaving. And
Oh, did you call in
um,
before about this? Did you call in before about this? No?
I did a while ago,
Yeah.
and plans have been put into place. My
Yeah.
husband bought the plane ticket to fly out,
Yeah.
so we know it's definitely happening. I'm
Yeah.
definitely leaving.
I think it's a good thing. I don't think it's a bad thing that you're leaving. And
I feel internally that it's the right choice to
it is.
do.
It is.
But my granddaughter, I've been so involved in her life for 4 out of the 5 years, physically around a lot.
Yeah.
And
And what
I
a
just,
blessing. What a blessing. So try not to think about it as abandoning her, like you've already
yeah,
raised children,
yeah,
and of course if it was meant to be for all of you to stay in Texas, you would. But now everybody's just going to have to fly back and forth.
yeah,
Right? So your comment is very familiar for what empathic people think. Empathic people feel responsible for everything, even if we're
yeah,
not responsible for it. Like you have to live your life with the family that for you know what I mean? Like your children created the grandchild, well, that's their family to take care of. And if you get to have the opportunity to be with them, that's wonderful. And you did for, almost 5 years. That's amazing to have all that beautiful contact. But you have to let yourself off the hook and not blame yourself for something that no one's intentionally abandoning anyone. So let's not even bring that into the conversation.
Yeah, and that's where I am, emotionally is, just that's where I'm at is, just recognizing all that. But my question was, with all that going on, is there something that my granddaughter needs to hear from me before I go that's really gonna
I think this is a great question, but here's the answer, and it's not gonna I'm sure you're gonna say everything lovely and wonderful to her. You're a very kind, caring, compassionate person, but I think you need to nurture yourself. I think you have been emotionally abandoned as a child. And
I
so
agree.
right, so you're projecting your own experiences onto her, which actually isn't in her best interest. Even when you're there, you're doing it, and that's what empathic people do anyway. When they have their own wounds, because we're so empathetic, we don't want what happened to us to happen to others, and so we're kind of projecting it and trying to make it not happen, which, is very kind of us, but projecting it actually doesn't help other people. It kind of locks them into it. So
I don't want to project that on her.
Right. Of course you don't. So I would work on giving yourself emotional nurturing. So that means telling yourself you're never going to leave yourself, that you are now your best parent, sibling, lover, whatever you want to call yourself, all of these beautiful titles, and that you're always going to be there to take care of yourself like you've taken care of your granddaughter and your children and everyone else. I think really what's going to help her be more confident that this relationship will continue no matter where you are in the world is if you nurture yourself first.
Okay.
That's what I think will make everything seamless.
That's awesome because I that's kind of that's a confirmation for what I've been feeling. And it was like, maybe I just want to check in. Just one. Is there anything I'm missing before I go? But thank you for the confirmation.
You're welcome. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, because I think when we, take care of and love ourselves, then children, because sometimes we have to leave. Our parents have to be gone for several months. Things happen. Kids are confident that they're going to still be loved and cared for and cherished. They don't pick up on that emotional abandonment when we're not projecting it from our own selves because we're nurturing our own being.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I appreciate it.
Welcome back to Washington.
Oh, I'm excited to go put my feet on the ground. Oh,
yeah. Good. Good.
I want to be grounded into my roots at home.
Wonderful. I'm so happy you're traveling back. That's great.
Me too. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much, everyone. You all have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you. You too.
Thanks, Catherine. Appreciate that. 877-825-8828 is the number for the next time. We only have time for one more. We'll sneak one in. It'll be Henry from the Poconos.
Ooh.
Hi, Henry.
I love the Poconos.
Hi, how are you?
We're great, thanks.
Great. What can I do for you?
Hi, Marie. Marie, you asked me to do a follow-up.
Oh, okay.
We spoke back in October of last year, and you mentioned the heart chakra and the, if you will, subatomic particles being released, if you will, through the front and back of the heart. I wanted to do a follow-up on that.
So, in other words, I saw a major leak in your heart chakra, and you're checking in to see if it's gone. The leak. Okay. So I'm just looking. I'm changing I usually write everybody's energy down, and I'm not doing that these days. It's making it actually a lot easier for me, oddly enough. So I'm circulating. You've worked really hard at this. You are really good. You're diligent. Like you really worked on this every single day, multiple times a day. Is that correct?
Exactly.
So yeah, I don't see a leak.
Your recommendation for red light therapy, I've been using it since then. I bought these huge panels. I mean, neighbors look in the window. My whole room
I know,
is
right?
red.
Yeah. I have them myself. And I think one of my neighbors does because when I walk past their house, their upstairs master bedroom is glowing red. So you got big panels. Yes.
Yep, I've got those. Energy levels are up. The whole skeletal structure, and I worked out for many, many years prior to back operation. Everything is on the upswing, and it's been basically since late November since I brought them in.
Wow.
And I wanted to do that follow-up with you and just have you check in. And it sounds like from your perspective, from 35,000 feet, things are looking pretty good.
They look fantastic. You do not have a leak in any area of your heart chakra from my perception, and you're taking energy in front and back. So you have diligently done your homework. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, and thank you. And I just wanted to say the work that you're doing with people. I've been with the Edgar Casey.
Oh, yeah, you write me
organization
sometimes. Yes, of course, I know who you are.
I guess over 40 years now,
Yeah.
and your work parallels so much of the things that he brought forward. Even today, talking about the acid-alkaline balance in the body, you're just doing a tremendous service for people, and I thank you so very much.
Oh, it is my absolute pleasure, and I love, love, love Edgar Casey. He is one of our first healers on earth, and he is amazing. So thank you for keeping his work alive. Thank you so
Alrighty.
much. Thank
you.
you.
I appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome. And thank you, everyone, for listening, calling in, doing homework, not doing homework, being happy, not being happy. Just thank you for being. And we love you all, and we wish you great joy and great light. Bye-bye.
And don't forget to reach out to your mother this weekend.
Oh, yeah. Okay. If it makes
Okay?
you happy.
It makes you
if
happy,
it makes
right,
you
sure.
happy.
Intuitively, spiritually, however you want to do
that's
it.
I love
All
that.
right.
Intuitively, spiritually. Yes, of course. Have a great day. Bye-bye.